What's good? It's your man SuavenyV. We're live. Check out Charleston White. I think it's an old episode, but to say new, I'm in the band. Check it out. I like him. It's up there podcast. I don't really know the guy like that, but I'm watching a few of his podcasts. It seemed cool, but I see a little bit of clips and Charleston kind of going in on it, and I just want to share my take on it because I don't think a lot of people really understand Charleston like that. I do because I grew up with an uncle and a big cousin just like Charleston White. And there was my great grandma's kids, and every day as a kid I was around a couple guys in my family like Charleston White. And I really believe that most people, they haven't had a Charleston White in their life, or they haven't watched enough of Charleston videos to really understand him as a person. So I did both. So when I first started watching him in 2022, I watched all his videos once I started. Like I kind of found out people were taking them from Instagram on to YouTube, so I only had YouTube and was watching all his YouTube. And then there's something about him just connect, or just him telling the truth and just telling what it is. And I had the same perspective. That's all. I had the same perspective, and I believe in what he believed in and said, and agreed with most of the stuff he was saying. When he first started. And not only that, I had an uncle and a big cousin and multiple uncles and older uncles like Charleston, different versions of Charleston all in one. That's how I can relate to him and understand. And in this video, I'm gonna break it down, everything that he's saying and everything that he means, the best of my ability. I don't even know him, but I'm gonna tell y'all what I know from my perspective, because I grew up around a guy like Charleston. I'm gonna tell you what I mean, because what I learned is that a lot of people on the internet, ever since I've been watching YouTubers, like the guy Nino Brown from Florida, he like the first guy I kind of like watching as far as like motivational. And one thing I realized is that you can be from Florida and I'm from South Carolina, and you could be older than me and I'm from a different generation than you. I think he's around like 40, Charleston like 49 or whatever. And we can still have the same perspective, and we can have the same perspective, and we can have the same ideology, and we can believe in the same thing. And we two different people raised in two different cities. We took two different routes in life, and we from two different walks of life, and we two different generations. But it's amazing how you can have the same perspective as a person, the same ideology, and y'all kind of believe in the same thing, and y'all totally different. But y'all, that one thing y'all got in common is the same. So I'm gonna check it out and break it down.
So you stuck in character. They all say that.
Do you think you stuck in character?
How can I, homie? How can I be stuck in character? When you would be seeing me everywhere, going to jail, fussing, cussing, fighting.
Not necessarily. And also, I think
I'm saying my character is very offensive. I'll talk like that in real life.
Not every one of your characters. That's one of your characters.
I only got one character. It's an internet character.
I disagree with that. I think you got different sides of that character.
Where have you seen me in real life outside the internet?
What you mean?
Where have you seen me operate outside the internet?
No, I'm saying I'm speaking to the character on the internet.
It's only an internet character.
But it's different facets of that character. That's what I'm saying. It's like a man that play basketball. He's an athlete. He's a man.
Just what I learned to do in public speaking.
So before he say that, I want to say this. The guy over here that's interviewing Charleston White, when Charleston asks him, when have you seen me operate outside besides the internet, there are videos. See, this is what I like to do about the people on the internet. See, we've been watching, I started out watching BET, you know what I'm saying, and we started watching rappers, and we've been watching these celebrities and entertainers ever since we was a kid. I can remember back ever since what, 4th, 5th grade, 3rd grade, 2nd grade, you listen to big timers and you listening to the hot boys. But as you get older, you see them visually, like on 106 Park, and then now we get to see them like people take videos. So one thing we can do is see when other people catch the footage of celebrity in real life, and you see how they interact. You see how Charleston act. He always have manners. You know what I'm saying? He'll take a picture with you, and he'll give money to the kids, and he'll tell you something you know. I remember a video, some kids. They was like, oh, they go Charleston White, they go. It was about 8 kids. The kids probably like teenagers or whatever, and Charleston was by himself. He was in a little Audi station wagon. He was like, yo, what's up? Chilling. Charleston by himself, cooling. And then the car was they was in traffic. Charleston was on this side, they was following him. And then Charleston was like, yo, pull over. Charleston told him to pull over. He pulled over and got out. And then they shook hands, took a picture with Charleston. Next thing you know, Charleston said, what y'all want to eat? I'm going to feed y'all. He fed all the 8-year-old guys, and he gave them all $50 bills so they could eat pizza. So you will catch videos of the celebrities in the streets from other people nowadays, and you get to see how they act in real life. So that's how you can compare to how they act in real life to what we see on the internet. You know what I'm saying? So, and then you got to really have your own common sense. That's why I'm kind of glad I grew up in the era that I grew up in before the internet, and we grew up in the crib, listen to grandma, and then when it cool off, you go outside. Or in the summertime, you outside all day. But you in the house getting school from grandma and great grandma, right and wrong, your uncles and stuff. You outside under the tree getting schooled by your uncles and big cousins and stuff. And you know what I'm saying? We ain't had, and then I remember like growing up 4th, 5th, 6th grade, like especially like 3rd, 4th, 5th, like 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th grade, you playing the PlayStation, and my mama used to buy me the new game, so I really had to be outside. My cousin, they had all the games. See, if you got all the games and everything that you want, it'll keep your ass in the crib. But if you don't got what you want, you got to find something else to play. So I started riding a bike, climbing trees, and being outside. And I realized being outside more as a kid, it helped us versus the kids now like inside. But you can still be inside but learn how to get to the bread. But you really got to be outside to be learning, because you got to know kind of what to do, and what you got to know what to do, what not to do, why you shouldn't do that, and why you should do that. And then you can also got to know you can do whatever you want to do, but just don't do wrong. And if you do wrong, consequences gonna happen, because it's an action to every reaction. You gotta know that cause and effect. And I don't think the kids get that. That's why a lot of people don't really understand Charleston White, because the only thing he really doing is teaching right and wrong and what you're supposed to be doing versus what you years older than me teaching me stuff. And then they used to make it fun, and they used to cuss. And see, when Charleston be cussing, people don't even know it's entertaining. And anytime you say goddamn ass, sit your goddamn ass down, shut your goddamn ass up. That anytime an old head say goddamn ass, you know they having fun and they playing. And when then I seen the clip of it. They was about to talk about retarded, why you shouldn't call people retarded, but our grandmas call us dumb. Sit your dumb ass down. Shut your ugly ass up. My uncle used to say all type of shit to us. We ain't never used to cry, moan, and go tell. You know what I'm saying? And they always used to say we ugly. We ain't fucking ugly. Grandma used to say, if we young and tell, grandma used to say, y'all ain't ugly. He just saying that. Set your dumb ass down. You ain't dumb, you just ain't thinking. You gotta think. They might tell us, shut your stupid. So we all been called names out of love, though. It's amazing how when Charleston to call names and people get so offended of it. And I think they probably get so offensive of it because they ain't had no old school person that talk to them like that young and really mean love. See, our older uncles used to be serious, but he was playing. But we knew his ass wasn't fucking playing. But we ain't never tried him. Like, you gotta know he'll knock your ass out, but he ain't never touched us. He always said, I'll knock your ass out. My uncle used to say he'll cut our throats. He'll beat. You want me to hit you in your goddamn head with this stick? He used to talk to us. He used to talk to us like that. So, but we used to laugh, but we didn't do what the fuck he told us not to do. And I realized that's all what Charleston be doing. Just be talking shit and talking a certain type of way, and people respond out of emotions like that. that lets you know we fucked up as a people. As a man, you shouldn't be so emotional. That will make your ass soft. You in your fucking feelings, nigga. You supposed to keep your feelings in your dick. You don't supposed to be feeling some type of way. Like, you don't supposed to be in your feelings. Like, and then Charleston know y'all niggas in y'all feelings, and he just feed into that. He just go, yo, dumbass, you stupid ass, your mother. That will make him go more and more and more. And then really you should just learn from it. Because that's all what he trying to do is teaching you at the same time.
My story don't change. The crowd. I adjust for the crowd. The character's still the same. The whole fucking, I adjust for the crowd.
So you telling me you don't have the emotional character that may jump out there in front of something that's going on? I've seen you take the opposite side of the offensive side as well. That's the other side of the character.
The character is to do opposite of what everybody else do. So to be offensive, to come play a villain. I don't come to uplift.
But where do you come? I've seen you uplift. But where do you get your sample size from to call that everybody? Because whatever side you choose have fans.
My sample size for everybody. So, yeah. So when I'm looking in the crowd,
right,
on this phone, I can't see no faces. I ain't got no script.
And another thing about Charleston, you gotta really pay attention, because Charleston really, he just like Andrew Tate, in my opinion. He really explains why he do what he do. So the fair thing about Charleston White is that you can ask him any intelligent question, any logical question. You can ask him anything that make fucking sense. And you can make up a question that you want and ask him the question, and he gonna answer it, and he ain't gonna lie and tell you the truth. That's the best thing about the nigga. That's the fairest thing about him, that you can ask. That lets you know what you want to know. See, I'm the type of person, I know how to ask the fucking right question, and I already know what I know. So one thing I watch him and do, but I like before he even came out and said the best thing about me, I explain what I'm saying. I explain why I do everything. Before he even said that to the crowd, because people were so stupid and falling for the pimping, I already knew that. So the thing is, the best thing about it, you see how you gotta pay attention how the guy right here asks him the question, and watch how Charleston really give him the answer that he want. A lot of times in life, if you want to know if somebody full of shit, just ask them the right question. And one thing about people that full of shit, what they do, they'll lie. Charleston say he ain't gonna lie. And you know if a nigga lying or not. So a person to lie, a person to try to manipulate, a person to try to goddamn, you will ask them the question about a hat, they'll start talking about a fucking TV. Bro, I asked you about a hat. What the fuck does a TV? So you gotta be smart enough to know that people, you gotta smart enough to be listening to what they say, because a lot of people, you will ask them the question and they'll say some shit that don't even correspond with what you just asked them. So the best thing about Charleston White, you gotta pay attention to, that you can make up a question that makes sense. Don't ask him no stupid ass shit, because he gonna cuss your ass out. But if you ask him any type of question that makes sense, he gonna give you the answer to your fucking question. That how you know what you want to know, and that's how you know he ain't lying, and that's how you know whatever you trying to fucking figure out, he'll tell you straight up. You know what I'm saying? That's the fair thing about him, and that's the most thing I respect about him, and that's the best thing I like about him. Because most people, if you ask them, why the fuck you doing that? Why the fuck you said that? Why? What the fuck do you? Just ask the person. Well, what do you mean? Well, how? A person might think you trying to be funny. No, I ain't trying to be funny. I really want to motherfucking know why. They can't even tell you why. Like one thing I did, let me go off subject real quick. One thing I did in my life, when I graduated from high school, I asked every man that I knew, every man that I respected, every man that I saw and was around, I asked them niggas why. And you will be amazed. Them niggas, I don't know, like my slow ass cousin. My uncle used to ask us questions, then niggas just say, I don't know. How the fuck you don't know? So that one thing about it, if you ask him a question, he know.
Smoking weed, yeah. I don't know what I'm gonna say. I just know I'm gonna cuss you out and be offensive.
But I'm saying I get
but
that.
you saying I have multiple characters.
Yeah.
I don't. I just got an internet persona, and that's it. When I get through that internet persona, I come back to be Charleston, the strip club fucking with hoes.
But I'm saying, does that internet persona operate in different fields? Meaning, you may jump out and say, y'all wrong for what y'all did to that kid. What was the kid in Texas that I think you came out at first and you was kind of upset with him? You trolled him and then
but I wasn't upset with it. I used him because I had just a dead rapper's daughter. And I was telling black people, y'all don't care nothing about that kid, the 2 kids that got killed out there. I was trolling black people. I had nothing to do with that kid. So homie, when I get on the internet, I'm coming to the internet for content creation and to play an internet character. I tweaked the character after I seen Dolomite. When I come off this motherfucker, I'm Mr. Charleston.
Yeah.
I'm daddy. And I'm in the club fucking with hoes. I ain't an internet character in real life. That's only for y'all on the internet. Because I know most shit.
Nah, I done been around. I know that. What I'm saying, but what we doing is we unpacking the conversation.
I don't come to the internet to unravel characters. I come to hurt feelings. Shock.
So you telling me?
When I come off this motherfucker, I'm Mr. Charleston.
Yeah.
I'm daddy. And I'm in the club fucking with hoes. I ain't an internet character in real life. That's only for y'all on the internet. Because I know most shit.
Nah, I done been around. I know that. What I'm saying, but what we doing is we unpacking the conversation.
I don't come to the internet to unravel characters. I come to hurt feelings.
It's an old video though.
Shock.
So you telling me? You said that I haven't saw the other side of it. What you
didn't ever see me cry online and seriously.
Not cry. I'm saying
you didn't ever see me say it online.
Take a side that's not offensive, meaning take the pleasant side of it. Like, yo, y'all got that wrong. This baby ain't have nothing to do with that or X, Y, and Z.
That ain't the character. That's just me. Hey man, y'all wrong and come back. But I'm gonna go back and say, man, fuck that kid. I might say fuck that kid tomorrow. I'm not on the internet being serious.
At no time.
At no time. God think you dumb and a motherfucker. You come over being serious. Pray for my mama. My mama just died. I wouldn't dare do that shit.
Yeah.
I'm a con motherfucker. I play on my mama. And I play on every motherfucking body in my face. I ain't serious about nothing. About what I want to do. I'm playing on everybody.
Yeah.
The internet, whoever in my face, you playing in my face. So I play. And I play for me. I'm a selfish.
See, people don't even understand all that. So the thing is that he trying to make a point, and you done got him riled up. So he gonna act like that. But you know what I'm saying. But he said before that he recognized that the internet is mean and it ain't a good place to uplift, because he said he started that. He started like that, and then they ain't accepted him, and then he started talking wild and crazy, and now they listening. So he really just getting his get back type shit. You know what I'm saying? And he understand the audience. Like he said, everybody he think dumb and stupid. So everybody that entertaining, he just feeding it to them. You know what I'm saying? And then you gotta really know and have common sense and have brains to know and be able to differentiate what's what and what's not. When he's serious, when he ain't serious. You know what I'm saying? But if you keep watching a person long enough, only thing you gotta do is watch what they say versus what they do and see if this shit match up. That's all you gotta do in life. And then if a person, just like our favorite rappers, and just like some of our favorite rappers, you watch them long enough, you really see if they real. That could be a family member. A family member in your life may act like a certain way. If you hang around them or be around them long enough, they'll show you. It could be your mate, it could be your friend, it could be your man, it could be anybody. You hang around a person long enough, I promise you, time will tell what you need to know and what you want to know about that person, and you got to make a decision once you got your information together, or have your decision ready. Like, boy, if I find out what I think is true, I'm gonna do X, Y, Z, and that's a good way to look at it.
I don't give a fuck about nothing.
I'm mad that I can't remember a moment that can kind of give that example of what I'm saying, but I know every time. I know the majority of the time you take the other side.
When I'm serious, y'all miss me.
See what he just said?
So I would never make that mistake again. Coming on the internet being serious.
See, I just
Why
said
would I do that? When half the things that's watching you are not real humans. So you think I don't know this game? Why would I come bring me to y'all? when the internet does nothing but crucify. So why would I get on here and be serious when half of the people will not take it?
They say it's value in telling your story.
It's not no value
and
in
your
telling my
testimony.
story. I get paid to tell my testimony.
Okay then.
So I don't tell it on the internet. I come on here and bullshit. Bring people on live, play music, smoke weed.
So the interview side of you, when you sit down and have some real conversations, I think that's the other side of the character.
That's not the other side of the character. That's me doing a real life interview.
So you step outside of the character.
That's a real life interview that's being pre-recorded. So there's no live television.
Right.
This me talking to a human, asking questions. You're gonna get whatever you get based off the questions. See what I'm saying? You're gonna get whatever
I
you
hear
get
what
based
you're
off
saying.
But even in the question, I'm not gonna pull my soul out of the question. I'm gonna ask basic, simple questions. Homie, the worst thing celebrities can do is give themselves to an interviewer.
The interviewers are celebrities.
I wouldn't give a damn who they are. The worst thing anybody could do is give yourself to another person. The real you. But you got, hold on, why not give it to your wife?
You do give it to your...
Hold on, wait. I don't know about all that. See, I get myself. I grew up on some real shit. I ain't grew up online and playing. I grew up. I give myself the real me. And then you get hurt sometimes, but that my fault. You know what I'm saying? That's just me personally. I be real and give myself to the real. Like I can't lie. I can't pretend to be something else. I ain't finna keep nothing up. Hell no, I ain't finna. This is me. Like you and I see going through life, you will see people pretend to be something else. And I study people and I realized that if this is my theory, if a person is pretending to be something they are not, that means they lacking something. Because if you really was XYZ, you wouldn't even have to pretend. And I think that's the real reason why I don't fucking pretend, because I ain't got a motherfucker pretend. And if I'm lacking in an area, I just take that loss. I just stand on it and wear my shit. Like whatever problem I got in my life, cool. Like I remember one time when I was younger, certain things about me wasn't cool. I remember like I used to be good growing up. Being bad was the cool shit to do. And I used to, motherfuckers used to be laughing, embarrass you, picking on you. But that ain't made me change to be bad. And I realize now, fast forward, all the real wild guys and real gangsters, especially the older guys, they want to be good when I was good the whole time. And then now it's cool to be good. You know what I'm saying? But see, I never was I never was something else, something I wasn't. I always was the real me. Don't give a fuck about what the consequences come with me being me. Be you. Fuck that. If a girl don't like you for who you are, cool, loser. And then I know if I pretend to be something that I'm not, I can attract her. But how do you live with yourself knowing that you lied and knowing that you something that you ain't? I couldn't do that. But I realized a lot of people do. That's them. You know what I'm saying? I don't figure out how they do it, but I couldn't do that shit. Hell no. Like, I never did that. But sometimes you gotta be, like, you gotta adjust yourself, like, for certain jobs. Like, I do that. I used to do that. You know what I'm saying? Put that cool and fly shit to the side and get a stupid ass, bullshit ass job. You know what I'm saying? But then, you know, you do what you gotta do, but you also put that on the scale. You don't wanna do nothing to get yourself, you know, caught or hurt up. But so you choose your balances, you know what I'm saying? You choose. But I never was that type though. And one thing about Charleston White, he admit that. He a selfish motherfucker. See, I ain't been like that. I wasn't spoiled. He'll tell you his story. Like he was spoiled and got what he want and was bad as hell and can get away with being bad. And mama come say, yeah, like, hell no. Mama was against my black ass. I was the only child, but I wasn't spoiled and shit. But a lot of stuff, I don't got in common with them. But one thing about it, I always was myself. And I encourage everybody else just to be yourself. But a lot of people embarrassed to be themselves because they know they might not be what the acceptance is. But so what? Because the acceptance will change. And what you don't know is that if you scared to be yourself because you think this person gonna judge you and you like this person, if this person right here was to really tell the truth about themselves, they'll have they'll be lacking in the area too. So everybody is lacking in some type of area. It don't matter what it is. Somebody is good at something and weak at something. Everybody. Or the people that's is successful, they really work on their weaknesses. That's how you get kind of balanced with your weaknesses. You work on your weaknesses so you won't be as bad or so you won't be as weak in a certain area.
Hey, but I also
I ain't
think
been home in 2 years.
yeah, you know, we'll get to that. We'll get to that in a minute.
I don't give me to nobody.
That's the point I'm making, right?
See, girls need to learn from that. Some men out here really be lying about who they is. See, I'm smart enough to determine what's what. Like, even if you tell me who you are or what you, even if whatever you say out your mouth, I got a certain type of talent to read a person. And one thing I know that won't lie is the eyes won't lie. Your body language won't lie. If you learn the body and learn certain facts, that'll tell you the truth. You know what I'm saying? Because a person, and then let me tell you what I learned in life. A lot of times people are telling themselves by talking too much. You know what I'm saying? So if you got a person that tell you they don't give themselves the real them, you gotta get your ass up and haul ass for that person, because you don't know who the fuck that person is. But if you smart enough to learn what's what, regardless of what they say and do, nigga, regardless of what you say or what you don't say, I know you that. No matter how, and then I can prove it. Look how you do that. Look how you do that. Look how you do this. That's why you got to spend a lot of time just thinking and being quiet, because that's what I do a lot of time. I play shit back in my head and I think about shit and I really sit in quietness and I really don't really be around people, because I'm already in New York where it already too many people as it is. So you definitely don't want to really be hanging and attached to somebody. Be by yourself, be single, come to a quiet place, and then when you want to go out and have fun, you be around people and get away from people. You gotta know how to be around people and get the fuck away from people. You can't get away from people and you still got somebody by your damn side. Hell no. You want to be able to get the fuck away to be able to think like, did that just fucking happen? Did he just did that? Did he just say that? Motherfucker said he my friend, but he just said this and did this. So you'll realize that motherfucker lying. That motherfucker. So you'll realize it's certain people that's so conniving and so evil and so devilish that they'll be this way, but really that way. They'll really, hey, how you doing? But really don't like your ass. As soon as you turn your back, they act a certain way. You know what I'm saying? I really study people and I really advise people to do that shit because a lot of people can't get away with what they want to get away with, so they become something else. See, I'm the type of person, I tell the truth straight up. If I meet a girl, I tell her motherfucking ass the truth, and I know she gonna go. But at least that's how I know. And I know if I lie to her, I still can keep her and still have her. But hell no, I ain't that type of guy. So I ain't gonna lie. It come with some consequences from telling the truth. And a lot of times you'll get the short end for the stick, but it's the right thing to do. But some people don't give a fuck about right and wrong. This world, you will learn me from studying people and studying this world. I come to fucking find out all this shit wrong, all this shit evil. The people that is at the top, they ass doing wrong and they ass doing evil, but they want you to do right. That make all the sense in the world. So it really make you think, should I be doing wrong or should I be doing right? But I still choose to do right because that's how I was raised. But at the same time, if I get in certain situations, you know the truth. The truth ain't the truth no more. It's what you make people believe. That's what Charleston said, but we're going to tune back in it. But I just had to say that. I never was the motherfucker type. I'm the type to tell you the truth and give you the real me. Fuck that shit. Cause, man, I ain't got nothing to hide. Now, if you got something to hide, then you can kind of damn be something else. And if you, but nah, the best thing to do is be yourself. And then if you lacking in it, see, this is the thing about it. I realize why people lie and why people pretend to be something else. They know they weak in another area. Like just work on it. Just work on your weaknesses. That's what people I realize don't want to do. Just work on your weaknesses every damn day, every damn day, every damn day, every damn day. And pretty soon, over time, your ass won't be weak in that area. You ain't never seen a skinny person get muscles. You ain't never saw a person they was laughing at and pick on, and that motherfucker became, man, I seen some people wasn't it, and they become it. Just like I be seeing certain people, them girls be 300-400 pounds, take a picture, that girl beautiful, like a coat, like so I ain't like that. But you can get away with doing wrong and finessing people, but I believe in karma a little bit. Then he explained karma ain't real, but I wouldn't want that shit on my conscience, knowing I did people wrong and fucked over people. That shit won't sit right with me. Hell no. I treat people the way I want to be treated. That's my motto. I live by that shit. That's why, and then I ain't gonna lie, you be less successful like that. Because a lot of people do some shit to other people that they wouldn't want happen to them. I had a conversation with my cousin. I said, bro, how the fuck you got the balls and the audacity to do something to another man, but you will cry like a hoe and go tell if they was to do that same shit to you? Man, fuck you for that. I told him that to his face, bro. You soft for that.
Further you go up, because you got to think, I'm in these rooms, I'm moving real big business. So what I'm saying is, the further you go up, is like the less oxygen that's up here. So what happens is,
I ain't with that house, homie. I ain't with that house.
You getting a lot of money, you got a lot of fame, Charles.
I've been having that for 5-6 years. I ain't with that house.
So you telling me you ain't been affected by fame?
Everybody's affected by fame.
You are high up. So are you downplaying your celebrity?
So this is what I did. I isolated myself so I can have all the oxygen.
Me too. That's right. That's really the only way you can do it.
No, I got it in every city I go to. I can take refuge in any city, in any state I go to. Most ain't do that. And I'm openly saying I got it everywhere I go.
Right.
That I can lay and fucking sleep and eat with. Every city I done been to, I done put a flag somewhere.
Yes, Lord.
That's my oxygen.
Yeah.
And I can openly say...
So the bitch give you oxygen?
No. I give me oxygen. Give me peace and refuge.
That's all I get from the bitch. So that's what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is, there's a yearn to feel connection. And sometimes...
There's not a yearn to feel connection. You ain't finna speak to
Listen.
My mama say you connect with God. Without God, you don't need the man or nobody. So I wake up every day and say, God, give me the spirit. And I be free. And my mama told me what to do, homie. Take the man and the woman out of it. I connect with God. You know why? I used to be blind most of my life. I didn't grow up like y'all. I grew up with God. I didn't grow up playing with kids.
Yeah, that's true.
I grew up by myself.
Yeah.
Blind, barely can walk. I didn't grow up people. Y'all need people. So I
not necessarily need people.
I come amongst y'all, homie, to play on y'all.
You can't play on me because I'm elite.
If you interview me, I done played on the elite. Why you think you done paid me to get here?
You ain't played on me. You think that playing on me?
I done played.
You think that playing on me?
Listen, this is how I played on you. I got your attention to make you watch me, reach out to me, say, hey man, let me talk to you.
We been fucking around, so this is the thing.
So that was it. I played on you years ago to get you here.
Nah, that ain't playing on me. Hey, listen, this is business.
If you
ain't playing on me, I'm elite.
How did you know me then?
Because I'm what? Hey, listen, this is. Hold on, let me explain.
How you meet me, nigga?
I mentioned. Let me explain.
Did you meet me on the internet?
Let me explain.
Did you meet me through the internet?
Of course.
You been played on then. I come playing on the internet.
You ain't playing on me.
I got
my fortune from the internet. You ain't talking to one of them niggas. See, that's the thing. We both playing in the same box. Nah, we playing in the same box.
You ain't doing the numbers I'm doing.
Nah, I'm getting paid for everything.
I am too though.
So that's why I said it's a little different.
So let's go back to what we talking about. You said if I caught your attention from that camera, you got played on.
No, sir. I disagree.
I came to the internet playing.
I disagree.
And listen, if you know my name, and you didn't go to school with me, you're not from my city, I played on you in the world. That's why you know my name.
Hey, listen, I got a business that run off the internet.
I ain't talking about business. I'm saying if you know.
See, he done got Charleston fired up now. So, Charles, you gotta understand Charleston's point. His point is he come on the internet playing, and he playing on niggas, but you done got him fired up, so he in character. But I'm smart to know what he mean, and this what he mean. This what I want to do. Be Charleston translator. Like what my man over here mean is meaning that we cool. Like I like you. That what bruh trying to say. Like I ain't nobody that's like everybody else. I look up to you. I like you. I respect you. I understand what you're saying, and I agree with what you're saying, and I want to have a conversation. I want to be your friend, basically. I ain't never want to be no nigga friend, but I want to be your friend. The only friends I want to be with is me and another man that think alike. Me and this nigga think alike. Nigga, you think just like me. You know how fucking hard it is to find somebody in life that think like you. Man, I realized, bro, all my fucking life. When we was in high school, niggas, we used to all think big and we want all this shit. All right, what the fuck we gonna do to get to the money? Some niggas want to do that. I wasn't with that shit. Some niggas want to do that, and then some niggas ain't want to do the motherfucking thing. You realize niggas playing, and then I realize I'm the only one that really, really, really want to make some money and really want to live that life. So you gotta really go by yourself. But what he's saying is that I'm your friend. I want to fuck with you. I want to get to know you. I want to be cool with you. Let's have a civil conversation. Like, I get what you're saying. I know you playing on them because I understand what that means, but nigga, I want to do an interview with you because I like what you're saying, and I get what you're saying, and I understand what you're saying, and I want to be with the nigga nation. I want to be with the shit that you with. Like, I ain't never joined no man clique or nothing, but I like what you stand for, and that what it is. And I grew up with a uncle and a big cousin like you, and I feel what you're saying. That's what I tell him. Like, I feel what you're saying. I'm on your team and your side. I get it, but it ain't like I'm a fan. And nah, I get what you're saying about that playing shit, but nah, my man over here trying. But he gotta realize he done got Charleston fired the fuck up. So Charleston on a rampage right now. You gotta know that. You gotta really be like, all right, cool. I done fucked up by pressing the wrong button. Because Charleston tell you either get the man or the character. This nigga talking about the character, so he giving that nigga the character. Now, that's why you gotta watch all the Charleston videos, because that nigga explains so much, and when his ass get fed up, and then I know Charleston, when he start talking so goddamn fast and talk over you, he trying to make a point, and he up there. So you need to try to bring Charleston back down, and the way you bring it back down is start the fuck over and calm this shit down and stop asking them damn wrong questions. See, Charleston tell you, I judge your ass off the questions that you ask, and I do that in real life too. Like, I can tell when a person talk, make a statement, or ask a question, I judge it off if the shit negative and if the shit's positive. That's the most basic way you can judge shit. Do he mean well or do he not mean well? Do she mean well or do she not mean well? Is her intentions good or is his intentions bad? It's only two options that make it kind of fair when you trying to go about life. And bro done got Charleston fired the fuck up. That's why Charleston on a rampage right now. So that's why he kind of making it seem like, nigga, I'm playing on your ass, nigga. He basically saying, nigga, I got you to pay me to talk, nigga. And I come from talking. I get Charleston. Charleston probably think, nigga, I come from talking in my car. And now just from talking bullshit and talking shit, swallowing spit, smoking weed, I done got y'all niggas to pay me to say some dumb, stupid, ignorant shit. In his mind, he won like a motherfucker. And in my mind, he won too. That's what he really saying. But I get what bruh saying too, because I'm with bruh. I get what bruh saying, and I get what Charleston saying. So I really get all this shit. That's why the people need to get it and understand. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just understand what's going on. See, my uncles like Charleston, they taught me the key to life is understanding. He's dope. Somebody gotta be somebody gotta be standing. But that was his example. But the key to life is respect, understand what's going on. And the best thing you can do is understand people and understand what shit mean. Cause a lot of shit in life means shit. The people that own the world, they throw out signs and signals, and then people will do shit that's offensive that they really wouldn't do direct, but they'll do it indirect because they know disrespect is disrespect. You can pretty up disrespect and make it look like respect, but it ain't, or make it look like they ain't disrespecting you, but they is. So the best thing you can do is understand. So really understand Charleston White, and then you will see where he coming from.
Charleston White, and you didn't meet me in school and personally, and you met me through watching me on this phone, you was played on.
Listen, you missing the point. That's for the people that's watching you as just fans of you.
Yeah, fans. Yeah, you right. I get what he's saying about that. That's what I get.
Anybody watching me? What made you start watching me?
What
made you start watching me?
See, this is chance to tell the truth. I would have said, I like you as the person, and I agree with what you're saying. And I had an older uncle just like your motherfucking ass, and I had a big cousin just like you that was saying the same damn shit you were saying. So, and then one of them just passed in 2024. The other one still alive. He still talk the same talk, but them niggas kind of changed a little bit. But I ain't never forgot what they said. But all grandma kids passed away. And then if you really look at it, I'm in my 30s, low 30s, and most people our age and younger, we losing our older uncles, grandmas, everybody that basically 80, 90 years old is pretty much passing. You know what I'm saying? Only like a lot of us lost that in the last 10 to 15 years. That is around our age, lost grandma, granddaddy, and the people that's older. You know what I'm saying? And like the only people that my last uncle just passed, he was 80. Everybody else probably damn. Nobody ain't in their 70s, I don't think. Everybody, most motherfuckers in their 60s. You know what I'm saying? It's the next generation. It ain't even nobody left.
Ain't what makes you.
And Charleston is talking that same talk that they used to talk, basically.
And you start watching me because I'm not from Nashville.
You were polarizing. I don't fuck around with just Nashville. I'm an elite nigga.
There you go. Pistol Gordon was posting me.
I don't watch Pistol Gordon.
I'm playing. Listen, this is how the world got to know me through this guy, Pistol Gordon.
Yeah, but I'm telling you.
I didn't know nobody. I didn't even know about the internet.
I followed you on Facebook.
I didn't even know people followed me. I was just on here talking in my car, playing.
I said the same
my
shit.
kids' school every morning. Yeah, we're playing. Coming up selling knockout purses from California to Texas, making money like a motherfucker local.
I remember that.
I didn't know the world was watching me, but when I found out, I started playing on people that were watching. Because the whole said, if anybody give you the ear in the eyes, you can play on, pal. If you watch, I'm on.
But see, he got the wrong game. Not saying the wrong game. He said, but key word, you can play on them. So that's an important statement. I'm glad he told the truth. See, if you listen to Charleston White long enough, he had to tell the truth. He said the old nigga told him, if somebody give you their ear and their eyes, you can play on you. Duh. Everybody should know that. But why would you do it? That's just like saying, if you got an opportunity to do right by her or do wrong by her, why would you do wrong by her? That's like with a woman. We all get a good when we was young, all the girls gave us themselves. And what I realized is that a girl will give you her mind, body, and soul, but she looking for you to treat her right and do her right. But you know what most people gonna do? Most men gonna do wrong and treat you wrong because they can. And they can get more benefits from doing wrong, and it's fun, but that's wrong though, and it's gonna hurt her. But people don't give a fuck about if they get what they can get. They don't give a damn about the damages they do to other people or what they do to whatever they take it from. See, that's the difference in me. I cared about the damage that's gonna be done. For me to come up, you gonna be harmed and be hurt. I don't want to fuck with that. That's why I ain't never sold dope. That's why I ain't never did a lot of fucking shit. A robbing. That's why I ain't never did it. What? For me to come up and me to be, you gonna be fucked up? Nah, I ain't want that shit. Keep that shit. I was just telling niggas to their face, hell no, I ain't finna do that shit. I'm broke. He got money. You want us to rob, take his shit and put it in my pocket? No, I ain't like that. But he told him that's how he been taught. And if you notice, most guys was taught wrong. And one thing about me, I was taught right. See, I know a person. Or that's why so many guys look up to guys that got money, because I was a guy who had the type of influence that a person got money with. And I remember going through school, a lot of people will look up to me and tell me that whatever I need, they'll get it and do it, and whatever I want, they'll do it. If I got a price, be like, bro, chill, ain't nothing like that. Go, nah, I don't need you. Even girls will say, I'm yours, whatever you want me to do. I'm like, shout it, chill. I don't need you to do nothing. Just relax and keep your motherfucking mouth and legs closed. You good. Just be loyal. Girls say, what you want? What you want me to give you? What you want me to do? You nothing. Just be loyal. Shut the fuck up. They can't even do that. But I always knew that a person will give you their mind and their ears, and they'll do whatever you say. But I'ma do right by you. I ain't gonna do wrong. And playing on people is doing wrong. That shit wrong as a motherfucker. Cause think about it, you ain't want nobody to play on you. Just imagine if your grandma go get her prescription pills and the lady at the goddamn desk is your ops enemy, and we know that your grandma, and we give your grandma the wrong fucking pills. We finesse your grandma the wrong pills. And her grandson is a guy that finesse people. You don't want it to happen to your grandma. So the thing about it, what we all should stop doing is live by this. Treat others the way you want to be treated, bro. Because if you don't, like, you shouldn't want that. Whatever is going wrong and that you doing wrong to people, you don't want that shit to happen to you or your family members. Just think about that. I always thought about that my whole life. Why would I do that shit? Hell no. What if somebody do my people like that? Hell no. Now you deserve it and you earned it. That's a different story.
Watch nobody, and I don't listen to nobody because they can play on me. Watching and listening. Stop watching and listening. I'm gonna play them.
Listen, I'm telling you, hey, listen.
I know it hurt to hear it. But
nah, it ain't
it's
true.
not lying when I'm telling the truth.
But you know the thing is, you can't say.
But see, thank God, I got the wisdom from grandma. I got common sense, and I got enough experience with life, and you know what I'm saying. You've been done wrong, so you know what's right, and then you can know the signs, and then once you got a little bit of experience, and once you know a little bit, you can no matter, like I said, no matter what somebody say, I already know what certain things mean. Like I know if a person did wrong by you, and you confront them about it, and they get mad and they get loud, they already telling on themselves. Because I be like, in the middle, I be like, why is you yelling? I'm the one that done got the short end of the stick. Why the fuck is you yelling? You really finna make me turn up for real, because why is you yelling? This could be anybody. This could be your fucking manager. You call her ass out on some shit that she did. She the one catching the attitude. Hold on. Am I, let's like I've seen videos where the guy will confront his girl for cheating, the bitch start crying. What the fuck you got? What you crying for? You done got caught. So I'm smart enough to know what's what and what's not. What is and what ain't. What is positive, what is negative. And I advise everybody to just start off with that basic. Just know the difference, because we living in the time zone now. People trying to make you think what you see with your eyes ain't even there. I ain't losing what my grandma done taught me, because they trying to erase history, erase what you fucking know. Hell fucking no. That shit ain't fucking right. That shit ain't right. Nigga, I saw what you did. They be like, what? Nigga, I saw right the fuck. So you ain't just did that? You ain't just I just saw you. Why you lying for? Everybody want to bullshit now. Everybody lying bullshit now. And it make a quiet nigga like me talk, because I was a quiet, ain't saying nothing. But you realize these whole ass niggas getting away with doing the wrong shit. Oh hell no, you must be forgot I was in the goddamn room or something, nigga. So you think you finna do some whole ass shit while I'm a real nigga? Hell no, nigga, put that shit up. No, nigga, you ain't finna do that.
Cause I profit in this sandbox. People is wasting time in this sandbox. That's one thing. I profit in this sandbox. You hear me? I profit in this sandbox as well. You see what I'm saying?
I ain't no elite. I just nappy dread, struggling as a single daddy, taking my kids to school, and look where I'm at now.
Yeah, elite.
I was struggling like a motherfucker.
You played on some people along the way, but I wasn't one of them, is all I'm saying. It's hard to play on me.
I played to get your attention, man. That's all I'm saying.
All right, bet. We're gonna agree to disagree. We're gonna agree to disagree.
I ain't trying to knock you down.
We're gonna agree to disagree.
So
Yeah, for sure. Hey, you know what it is? We got Charleston White in the building. Listen, man. We having one of them conversations today. I think is long awaited.
This what make this a great interviewer. He can come back to the middle.
Yes.
That's what make you good.
Yes.
You do what Dr. Umar, you done yes. You can come back to the middle.
That's why I want to have one of those today. I want us to get there, because I think the people need some clarification on some things, and I think you were one of the great speakers we have in the culture. I've always said that, and so I think that's what's offensive to me to say playing on me is because I'm an elite. You know my catalog, though. But listen to what I'm saying.
You're taking offense to it.
No, ain't no offense. I'm clarifying. No, I'm a scholar. I'm an elite
See how everybody want to be good
So
now?
I'm playing that one. So I'm saying, all I'm saying is for me to be someone that don't reach.
Come watch me work with children, and you will get the real me. Come watch me amongst kids, and you will get the real me. No camera, no.
Yeah, we need to do that.
The real talk.
We need to. Matter of fact, we need to put something together for right here. I'm feeding some families now.
I got one in a couple days. I got HBCU,
Where?
Pine Bluff, Arkansas. So I got HBCU out there. I got a high school, and then I think a little league football organization. So I'm gonna do all that like 2-day time span this week. So now the real me, homie. I can't bring to the world. Because they don't know the pain of my children. If I brought the real me, there's no way I could sit on these podcasts and have dialogue, because I'm gonna take everything back to the lyrical content of hip hop. I'm gonna take everything back to how's Young Thug and all these people still getting highlighted, but y'all have never highlighted no victim of their crimes.
I don't want to talk about Thug.
All I'm saying.
I know you doing your work. You know that's my look. So,
I'm saying,
See how the niggas get emotional. He ain't talking about you a thug. He trying to make a motherfucking point. See that? I was just about to say, now he done calm Charleston down. Charleston hit the blunt. He done calmed down. And then they said they was friends. Okay, I just knew they was about to go down the right path. But he done fire that nigga back up, bro. You done fire nigga back up. Like, you should have just see, the main thing, let me tell you, the main thing it's best for the interview to do when Charleston is talking is shut the fuck up. Because Charleston, he's so smart and he's such a genius. He knows what to say. He knows the topics, not really the topics that you need to talk. Yeah, he knows the topics that need to be talked about. He can give you the answers to the questions that you already gon' ask or that you need to ask. So he's so smart. This motherfucker answer questions that you ain't even asked him that you need to know. So when your ass interrupt him when he trying to make a point, bro, when you interrupt Charleston when he trying to make a point, that will make him go off, bro. And especially when you ain't talking about nothing. See, you fucked up when you try to say we ain't gonna talk about Thug, because first of all, you ain't gonna tell him what you ain't gonna talk about. Number one. Number two is that you Thug wrong, bro. Right is right, wrong is wrong. And see, now you telling yourself by going back to that street code and that street shit you just said. And then Charleston just called your bluff. He just said you thinking from a street point of view. You thinking street, and bro say, nah, I'm thinking scholar. Remember I just said he trying to change it up. Now he going back to thinking street because you protecting Thug. Now watch out Charleston just go 100. I ain't even see no interview, but I know my boy, bro. I know Charleston, my nigga. I'm telling you, watch.
Not talking about that. Let's talk about the victims of crime.
Yeah, let's talk about crimes that have victims.
Let's talk about victims of crime.
Yeah, let's talk about.
Let's not put a blanket on victims.
Let's talk about it.
So it's a lot of murders that's tied.
Let's talk about
There's
it.
a lot of murders that's tied to these guys that y'all interview. Where are the families? Where are the families that y'all go get their story? Because there's two sides to this coin now.
Right.
Why
I'm the guy to interview Rich Homie Quan's father.
I started that. Rich Homie Quan didn't die of gun violence.
No, he's a victim, though.
He died doing what he
His
wanted.
daddy was shot.
I don't give a damn. He
because
living.
of
He
this.
living. He living.
Because of this.
I'm talking about the people who done buried their sons and stuff behind it. Don't tell. So, if you want the real me, let's have that discussion. Other than that, I got to play.
Let's go. Let's talk about it.
So let's name
you want to talk about some victims?
So let's name some of the victims.
Nah, we don't talk about Thug. We're not talking about Thug. We're not talking about Thug.
Let me call Atlanta Police Department and name the Thug victims and some people who done died.
We're not talking about Thug. Now let's talk about victims, period.
Yeah, but we finna talk
We ain't talking about Thug.
You came now, we gonna talk about
We're
Thug.
not talking about
Oh, let me
Thug.
get some of Thug.
Man, we not talking about Thug, man. We leaving Thug out of
No, we
this.
ain't.
We moving
No, we
forward.
ain't.
We
Let's
moving
end the
forward.
interview then. Let's
Nah,
end the
we ain't got to
interview.
end the interview. We moving forward. Man,
Man,
we moving
we can't
forward,
talk about
Charleston.
them victims.
We not talking
We can't
about
talk
Thug,
about
man. I be to let you talk about thugs in front of me like that?
Thug victims, nigga.
What kind of victims?
Victims of crime.
Let's talk about
murders.
Talk.
Murder, what I need to talk for? Let's go get that mama them. Y'all
Let's get to it.
Get that mama family up here. Get that family up here.
Salute the nut. I just had. Listen, I'm a nigga talk to both sides.
Let me see what get the name of these victims. What's thug baby mama got?
I talk to both
What's
sides.
thug baby mama got?
We ain't talking about
Let's talk to
thugs.
victims. Then I don't want to talk no more.
We ain't talking about thugs, Charles.
You really talk about victims then?
Let's talk about
Name
victims.
some.
Of who?
What? All these murders?
I don't watch that shit. I'm not talking about them little.
Let me get to the
See, that's a problem. Like, that's a problem. The point you're trying to make is that how y'all support these niggas bragging about killing, but y'all ain't gonna support the victims. That shit sad as hell when you find these niggas just killing for fucking fun. That shit sad as hell when you find these niggas just killing just to be killing. Don't you know your ass ain't coming back from when you kill, bro? And y'all niggas just killing for fun. And then niggas talking about they lost some people, but it was your fault that they did though. Like y'all ain't made no damn, y'all ain't making no motherfucking sense. It's your fault they died. How he see? Fuck around and ask a young nigga why they beefing with another motherfucker. That shit's so pathetic and so pitiful and so sad, bro. You said what, bro? That nigga at Gotti trial. They asked that nigga why. That nigga said he just wanted some fucking pill money. That nigga killed Dolph because he wanted some fucking, he was a drug nigga. He wanted some drugs, bro. That nigga said that shit out his mouth, man. I just want some drugs, bro. That nigga, man, so somebody can pay somebody enough money to kill a high profile nigga that support the community and take care of everybody, feed everybody. Dolph don't bother nobody. Dolph be just chilling, fresh, put Glock on, take care of his family, take care of his family, fans, take care of the community, and a nigga that wanted some fucking pills killed that nigga. That shit crazy, bro. And that's all Charleston be saying, is trying to highlight the victims that's been affected by all this gun violence. And niggas just keep rapping about murders and shit, like keep rapping about killing when that shit ain't cool, bro. Like, I don't know who the fuck told y'all was doing wrong was cool, but that shit ain't cool. Because once y'all start crying, y'all got some damn feelings. That's when y'all should just, I just knew when Takeoff died, they'll stop. When Nipsey died, they'll stop. Pop Smoke died, they'll stop. They still ain't stopped. Like, I feel like, okay, let's just stop the drill rap. They need to just stop all that rap shit. Motherfuckers need to be singing love and happiness around this bitch, Al Green. Because y'all making niggas mama cry, and making another man mama cry ain't cool. Because your mama cry. Look at, come on, bro. King Von, I ain't even knew King Von. That nigga was bragging. How many bodies y'all think I got? That nigga gonna lie. How many bodies y'all think I got? 7, 9? How many y'all think I got? That nigga, all that nigga raps was about killing. I ain't even knew that nigga. I ain't even heard that nigga. Once he died, I listened. I said, damn, this nigga had heart. I couldn't find out he writing all that shit on Twitter. I ain't killed nobody today. It was a good day. What the so nigga just killing, murking shit, and nobody that's 15, 20 years old is saying that? Y'all fucked up, bro. Y'all. So I agree. Right around the same time I moved up here to New York, 2018, when I heard of Pop Smoke, everybody talking about Pop Smoke, Pop Smoke, Pop Smoke. Then that nigga died. Then they were talking about King Von. And then I started listening to him. Then I couldn't find out, hey, these niggas beefing and shit. These niggas, why the fuck they beefing? And then couldn't find out. Somebody said they beefing over a girl, the old heads beef trickle down to the young heads. So I told them niggas, the 45 through 55-year-olds, y'all niggas are responsible for all the 20 and 30-year-olds that's dying, the kids that's dying. And then guess what? All the people my age, they killing. Now they kids gonna be inherited beef. When this shit gonna stop? Nobody ain't gonna do nothing, bro. So that's all what Charleston is saying, bro.
We're not talking about thugs, brother.
Let me get to the text.
Let's talk about some other things.
Let's call the victims in the rap crime here.
Let's talk about it.
Let's name some of the dirt victims.
I don't really know.
That's what I'm talking about. Y'all stay focused on the rappers.
See, that is his whole point. What I just said, y'all stay focused on the rappers. That's his whole point. That's his whole point. You gotta realize Charleston talk with a point. Y'all niggas know all about the rappers, and y'all niggas bragging about the rappers and they killing shit. But y'all don't even know the people that's affected, bro. Man, them people mama crying like hell, bro. They losing their damn son for nothing. Man, that shit sad as hell, bro. That shit, and then niggas making songs about that shit, bro. Man, that shit so, man, that shit is so sad, bro. Niggas will kill you, make a song about it, make fun of it. Your mama gotta drive to work, listen to that shit on the radio every day. Everybody talking about that shit. Can you imagine Tuka mama? Them boys talking about they smoking on shit. That shit crazy, bro. And that's all what he talking about. Watch he go off.
What I'm talking about right there, homie. The victims is invisible, but they pain ain't. They talk about who they killed, what they done. Oh, we can't talk about my nigga. You're killing, he hurt people. Nigga.
Let me ask you a question.
See, look, see how he just downplay Charleston right then and there. Charleston just said some real fucking shit. My man response is like, let me ask you a question. He about to talk about some other shit. I ain't even seen this before. He about to talk about some other shit. Bruh just made a very valid point. You know what I realized in my life? I'm at the fucking point. If I'm talking to you, I can look and talk and think at the same time. If I'm talking to you and I'm looking at you and I can tell if your ass paying attention and you ain't paying attention, I'm gonna stop talking. If I say something to you in today's world now, if I say something to anybody, I look and listen. If what the fuck I just said don't correspond to what you about to say, what you say, man, I ain't even talking to you no more. Because it make no sense just saying shit to people. See, I like to talk with a point and a purpose. Like, I like to, everything got to be about a point. We got to be getting somewhere. We ain't just talking to be talking. But I realize a lot of people is like fucking programmed robots. They just be talking to be talking. They ain't even listening. They ain't even paying attention. They interrupt each other. I be paying attention when I be around people sometimes. Like when now I be by myself a lot, but when I go around my cousins, when I be around certain people or be around people at your job, be around people, you just be by yourself and just listen and pay attention. You be like, people just be doing shit. And you just see that just now. He just said some real shit. What about the victims, bro? They invisible, but they pain ain't. That's some real shit. They pain. Bro, you ever lost somebody? Okay, then you gotta think about how they mamas feel, bro. Them niggas rapping about that shit is the wrongest shit in the world, bro. And then you gotta think about it. It even worse because the people that's controlling the music business allow that shit to happen. Like, come on, they allow that shit to happen, bro. They wouldn't want anytime something is being done and a person wouldn't want their kids to do it, that let you know it's wrong. If you doing something in your life and you don't want your kids to know about it, that mean this shit wrong. If you doing something in your life and you don't want people to know that you doing it, that mean that shit wrong. That's the basics right there. To me, in my opinion, that's the basics of it, bro. So the fact that they trying to brush that shit to the side, that to the victims, bro, that shit fucked up, bro. That would make a motherfucker want to do it to you. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't never shot a gun.
Hold me accountable for what I done.
I've never shot a gun.
Hold me accountable for what I done. This is when you gonna find out that I ain't leaving you.
I've never shot a gun at a black man ever before in my life.
Salute to you.
I've never kicked a black man in the head.
Salute to you.
I've never brought harm to a black man.
Me neither.
I have.
I've never sold dope in the black community.
I haven't.
I've never sold dope
I
to
sold
my people.
dope too.
I've never sold dope to my people.
You can't shine on me with that one, bro.
And I ain't got no felony convictions. I ain't never left my kids.
I ain't never left
You
mine.
went to prison on them.
They were old.
I don't care you went to prison. I ain't never left mine young or old. It's what make me different from these.
Let me say something
What
to
make me
you.
different from these.
Me too. That would make me different from these niggas, dog. That real shit. They don't want to hear that real shit. They don't want to hear that real shit. That's called real shit. Ain't too many niggas can say that shit, bro. That's real shit. You gotta think about it, bro. You ain't did but hurt people. I say, y'all niggas hurting people? What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Y'all just beating up people just to... Man, them Chicago niggas say, yeah, we just beat up niggas for no reason. Why, bro? Because it was fun. They say, King Von, why you killing so much? Because it's just fun. It's fun, bro. Who the fuck raised you, bro? And then when you find out who the fuck raised these people, you be like, oh, that's why you so damn crazy, boy. You been raising yourself since you was a baby. So you can do whatever you want to when you want. Damn, I done cut the TV out. Hey, we gonna stop it there. I gotta make some moves. Make sure y'all like, share, comment, subscribe. We'll come back.